Hello,
Oh.
welcome back. It's the
Day 10.
Day 10.
Yeah.
Day 10.
Oh,
day 10.
this time CBL.
Yeah. And today it's gonna have two games, two matches. MGK versus CBEL.
Yep.
And OF versus PLEB. Pleb.
Yep.
Yeah. And last night we just watched the game between OF and
Zion.
Zion. Yeah.
And also Pleb with another team. Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they have got the chance from yesterday, and the full team will compete for the top 8
Yeah.
in this time CBL. So just tune in and yeah. So let's see the first bracket between MGK and CBEL.
Yes.
So MGK.
So, MGK they just lost to ACE
Yeah.
and won DQS and MTA, and the CBEL they lost the game to TKT and
yeah.
won EFF and the CTE. And the very first game, but all games, all stage battles tonight will be on Wolford.
Yeah.
And the
The
first
first
game,
bracket.
the first game attacker is
MGK.
MGK, yeah. So the very first game, attacker MGK, and the defender CBEL. So Wolford is the map we've like mentioned so many times, and all strategies, and for Wolford it's kind of cliches. So everybody must be very familiar with it.
Yeah, but we have also seen so many new things happening
Yep.
on Wolford.
Yeah, and especially CBEL, the team CBEL. I think I still
really
remember.
creative.
Yeah, very creative and always like bring new things to the league.
Yeah, and I wonder how MGK will fight with CBEL because the gameplay style of both two teams are quite different actually. The MGK they play step by step and being really patient, and for CBEL they can be really aggressive and patient and also creative sometimes. So just really looking forward to today's game.
Yep. And so the second game, OF versus PLEB, all matches will be on
Sun
City.
City, yeah.
Sun City. Also, the map is not that often to say in CBL actually. Yeah, Sun City. But I believe like several teams pick this map like the once or twice.
Yeah,
not
when
so
Lego
many
was
times.
there.
Yeah. And the OF they lost to EFFS and won QJ and Zion
Yep.
in the early games.
Really powerful team.
Yep, and also the Pleb and last night they lost to Ecliptus and won NOP and GNG. Yeah,
Yep.
so very all games will be like clutches tonight. Very important game for all teams, and
you know, during the preparation stage, the both two teams are watching the game from our observation players.
Yeah.
They are now equipping our new weapon attire for the short blade and the shield.
Yeah.
So it's called like the World's Serpent Treasure. It's really a cool
The
weapon
World
with
Serpent's
really
treasure. Yeah.
Yeah, the effect is just so special. When you know, using those effects on game, you will be the most attractive one. So you know, your opponent can see you really clearly and they just hit you all in a group.
Yeah, I think the new
cool.
special, like the visual effect for this attire, it reminds me a very special thing from a manga.
Yeah.
It feels like you are using chocolate to perform your skills. It's a very special feel, very special feeling. So I believe if you are lucky enough and do the
lucky draw, and you will likely to get it.
Yeah.
Also, jump back to today's game between MGK and the CBEL. The game is about to start on the game map Wolford.
Yep. Let's jump into the preparation stage.
Yep.
The blue side, MGK attacker, red side, CBEL defender. So we can say for the lineup from the both two teams.
Yeah, quite typical, you know, first place.
Yep, and MGK actually they brought a lot of like the very tanky units at the beginning. Yeah,
and also a lot of 5-tier cavalries.
Yeah, the berserkers and also 2 squads of cavalries. And the most units they picked are Iron Reapers and Mordau.
Yeah.
So basically, I think they will like maybe they will just use this to you use the ladders to climb up to land on the walls.
Yep.
Because like they've got so many tanky units, so it actually give them a chance to do a pretty aggressive gameplay. And for the CBEL, yeah, it's CBEL. Yeah, it's the for the lineup they brought a squad of gunners. I think the gunner is pretty useful in the early game, aiming at the siege towers and can drag your enemies and just totally waste the time on siege tower pushing. That is kind of good. So the first game today of this series between MGK and the CBEL now is on. And from the minimap we can see it's a pretty regular start for the two teams. And attacker MGK assigned several team members, players to the supply point, and immediately CBEL just retreated from the supply point.
Unlike the pleb, their defense yesterday, they just hold on to this place like for a minute.
Yeah.
But for CBEL, they just retreat because no need to, defend for this point. Just use artillery to destroy the bridge, and then your point B will be safe.
Yep. And let's say if CBEL, it seems like CBEL still assigned one or two players on the around next to the point B, and they'll be using the artillery to destroy the bridge. And MGK using champs to hit the enemy, and artillery is on the wall. For now, the bridge is still there. I believe like if CBEL or if MGK they are like quick enough, it actually can cross the bridge for now.
Yep.
It's like
the
not
house
so many,
is still kind of full.
Yeah, there's not so many CBEL players.
And you can see now they are go for the arrow launcher, maybe do a little speed up. Okay, the bridge is destroyed now, and the wall connecting point A and B also destroyed. So good news for the defender. The point B is currently really safe for them.
Yes.
And the first wave of siege tower pushing
Seems
likely to be mounted because the defender they brought mostly artillery. They brought mortars, except those cavalries. Because when destroying siege towers, usually the defender will choose to bring cavalries. They're really effective.
Yeah, and the CBEL are pretty clear about what they should do. So when seeing the siege towers about to be mounted to the wall, so most of the players from CBEL, they just retreat from the point A.
Yep.
And maybe they will try their best to defend the wall, but at least not for the point A.
Yeah.
And the MGK players now are going through the siege towers to the point A and starting taking over the point A at the very beginning of game. So I think that the start for the game is pretty good for MGK.
Yep.
They didn't waste any time and take the point A in a very effective way.
Yeah, and for CBEL, they are now standing by and get prepared beside those walls, ready to stop them at the really front line.
Yeah, CBEL didn't leave the wall and still assign defense around the wall, and maybe they will try their best to defend the wall, not the supply point and the sea.
Yeah, and sending heavy shields below those walls just to really protect those heroes and the units in their position. Yeah,
and now two CBEL players already set up a mortar on the platform next to B, and they're using the mortar to deal some damage to enemies. The same from the MGK, using artillery to hit the enemies on the platform.
Yeah. Oh, nice hit from the attacker side.
Yeah, so for now, I think the two sides are still in the testing period. Both sides won't do some rushing, and they will still take time to test the enemies and to see when the good opportunity comes.
So now only one siege tower is mounted, and the MGK obviously they are not waiting for the other two to get mounted and not even pushing them. Like both two teams gathering around the broken walls.
Yeah. And absolutely for this game, CBEL, their strategy is for defending the wall, defending the gap here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of, I think now it's kind of a popular strategy nowadays because like it's very, very good for defenders in this map actually because like the attacker, they want to waving through the gap, but defender, they can just like put a lot of tank units or Nava guards to shoot at the narrow gap here.
Yeah,
and
whoa,
it's
those
pretty good for defense.
Shot. Here right in those tanky units from the attacker side, Nava guards from the defender keep shooting.
Yeah, Nava guards are pretty good at this kind of situation, can deal a lot of AoE damage to enemies.
Yep.
And they're pretty effective. And also at the same time, from the main gate, the CBEL, the MGK players try to wave in.
Oh, go straight to the supply point, maybe to destroy those gunners, keep shooting.
Yeah. And from the attacker from MGK, they are using the champs to hit the enemies around the gap. And for now, the team fights are pretty chaotic. And I think CBEL is kind of control the situation around the gap here.
Safely defended this place.
Yeah, and also we can say several squads of cavalries are now hiding behind the gap. So if the enemies come on in, and the cavalries will do some instant damage, the burst damage to enemies.
Yeah.
Now cavalry retreat to the supply point, and also the MGK, the attackers retreating from the internal city to get to the supply point outside.
Yeah, but you know, for MGK, they still got the time, and now they get back on the wall, maybe do some preparation of the artilleries above the wall.
Yeah, so now it's kind of the regular gameplay for this map. The attackers on the wall setting artilleries, hitting enemies on around the supply point and the point C.
Yeah, and for now, MGK, they can take their time because they have like 200 more units than the defender side.
Yeah, I'm not sure if CBEL will like defend the point B, because like the point B is for now it's still kind of safe because like some CBEL players are defending the wall, defending the gap. MGK players just cannot access the gap to the internal city to get to point B. The time around 6 minutes. MGK on the wall setting artilleries.
Yep. Still, CBEL defending the wall.
Yeah, not so many CBEL players are inside of the supply point.
Right?
Yeah, so the artilleries and mortars maybe just cannot hit the CBEL players. It's totally blocked by the wall. Okay, now both sides are still waiting. 5 minutes. 5 minutes actually it's a very good time.
Yeah,
but
it's like the time you must make your choice over there when you only got the point A.
Yeah, the time is good for attacker, but it's kind of tricky for defender. Because for defender, they just cannot like bet everything on a certain point. Because for attacker, they have enough time to harass the point C or supply point or even point B.
Yeah. But you can see that the CBEL is planning to stop them from capturing any point of those internal city.
And the CBEL players still determinedly defend the wall here. Okay, for
it's
now.
Time to make some action over there. MGK, they must react now, otherwise they don't got the time. 4.5 minutes. Okay, for MGK, they're now moving from the right ladder and they go for the supply point. Let's see whether it's a fake move or they will just, really capture it.
Okay, seems like they are totally besieged by CBEL players. The players from CBEL
just got blocked at this corner.
Yeah.
So all the fires can aim right in those Modals units.
Yeah. The alchemist cast some smokes in the battlefield. And the CBL players now are defending strongly around the gap here. And we can see CBL spam so many modals on the screen and totally destroyed those units from MGK. And the MGK players, some squads of them are going to the supply point to try to take over that supply point and then besiege CBL here.
Yeah.
But let's see if they can make it. Only one musket player from CBL is there.
Yeah.
But I think it soon got killed.
Yeah. So good news for MGK. The attacker, they captured the supply point in a really easy way, and also the point C.
Yeah, and at the same time, they've already entered the point C.
Yeah, because even though we got so many alive defender over down the wall, but they just couldn't make it to the supply point and also the point C.
Yeah.
But now they send more backups to those points.
Yeah, but it's kind of a bad for MGK. Only 6 heroes alive. Defenders still have like 10 heroes alive. Even though attackers are leading the number of units,
Yep.
still not that enough because like you need to have heroes to lead your units.
Yeah, and the forces and the troops within the city are just kind of separated, not group up as a force.
Yeah, only 2 minutes left at the very first of the game. Let's see if the CBL can defend the point C. And still so many players for so many units from MGK are trying to take over the supply point. But I think now the good time is not for taking over the supply point, but for taking over the point C. It's because like you need to extend your time to continue the game.
Yeah. Maybe just to separate the force from the defender side.
Yes.
Attract more fire and fights over the supply point, so you can send more forces to take over the point C, just like they are doing now. Send more cavalries, go straight, step on the point C.
Still 11 heroes from attackers, 13 heroes from defenders. And I think CBL will just like turn back to their point C to stop the capturing of the attackers.
Yeah, those Imperial Guards just got braced that group of cavalries from the attacker side.
Yeah, it's all about this wave of defense and attack.
Yeah, only 1 minute left.
Only 1 minute left. There's so many models are coming to the point C from defenders.
Yeah.
Totally destroyed all enemies next to point C.
MGK, they just couldn't send reinforcement from their supply point. It's just so far away.
Yes.
Okay, to extend the time, they go for the point B. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, the point B actually
really a turn point.
Yeah, it's
turning point. Yeah, saving their lives.
Okay, one pike players and one more players coming to the point B.
Straight, only one hero. Let's see whether they can make it. One hero is not enough to capture it in time.
Okay, I think they make it because like that's only one player inside the points. It's kind of too slow to take over.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a great pity for MGK.
Maybe the commander can just send more heroes to the point.
Okay, now
congrats CBEL, the defender, for winning the very first game of today. So let's see the MVP from MGK. It's a Japanese player. Sorry, we can't pronounce the name, but a really amazing performance here. Got 4 kills, 2 deaths, and 8 assists, and killed 52 troops. There's so many high tier infantries got killed by him.
Yeah, and also his teammates. Mukai got 5 kills.
Yeah.
Yes. So let's see the MVP from the winner side from CBEL. CBEL Napoleon. Oh, it's always this guy be the MVP. He got 4 kills, 3 deaths, and 8 assists, and killed 188 troops in the game. He killed 46 modal and 10 Iron Reapers and 12 Janissaries. It's kind of crazy. 46 modal and 188 troops killed in there.
46. That's kind of the most unit killed in this time CBL.
Yes.
188 88.
He almost killed like 2 squads of Modab only by
Yeah.
himself. Yes, it's crazy.
Yeah, really crazy.
Yeah,
Even as a
so
defender.
yeah, for the very first game, I think CBEL, yeah, obviously they performed much better than MGK.
Yep.
Their plan was pretty clear. They just like retreated from the point A. They just because like
Yeah,
the
but
MGK,
they can still hold
yes.
there really strongly.
Because like MGK, they pushed the siege tower in a very quick way.
Yeah.
So CBEL just like think, oh no, we just don't have to defend the point A again and lose any units on the
Yeah.
point. So they just like retreat from the point A and defend the wall. And their strategy actually is very efficient and effective.
Yep.
And they just try their best because like the interesting thing is like most of them are defending the gap, and some of them are hiding in the supply point. So from the stairs, from the left stairs, MGK players went down from the stairs from the top to try to rush into the supply point.
Yeah.
And around the corner,
Even though they built up so many artilleries,
Yes.
but they just got so besieged.
Yeah, and then around the corner, CBEL just gave them a huge surprise.
Yeah.
So many coverage and Modal already there.
And Naval guards and gunners keep shooting at this attacker units.
Yes.
So they just couldn't really make a strong force and go for the supply point.
Yes.
But actually, they have managed to capture a certain point of the supply point and also the point C. But they just in the later of the game, they can't really just group up again and go for the certain point with so many forces. So still, our audience can send your guys' energies to both two teams and they support your team.
Yes, and actually, the thing is that I think MGK they should like manage the attack in a better way because like the point B actually
it's
they
available.
should have like made some plan to the point B. Yes, because the point B is it's a point not that difficult to take.
Yeah,
and
but
also
it's not
very
that safely strongly defended by the defender. So maybe just switch your mindset and go for the point to extend the time. So maybe you got a chance to fight back in the later of game if you got the time.
Yeah. So next game, still on Warford.
Yeah.
And switch sides. CBEL be the attacker and MGK they be the defender.
Yep.
So I think CBEL in this from the previous game, I think they kind of in a very good state of themselves. So very good situation.
Really
so
in an ordered manner. So the game 2 on Warford again, CBEL the blue team attacker. So red team MGK. Let's see the lineup and the unit choice.
Oh, it's kind of impressive. Like so many players from the CBEL on the left side, on the upper.
Yeah.
And its points.
Maybe they will go rush to the point B, and the defender only sent one hero, so maybe it's not that enough to really destroy the bridge in time. That will be really something new and impressive. So let's see what they will do as the attacker. And it's kind of rare that the defender side, they didn't actually bring one group of gunners because it's really hard to see on the map Warford, especially for the defender side. Mostly the lineup will include 2 groups of gunners. So let's see their plan.
I saw a very funny comments. Come with me and you will be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you will see into your imagination. Okay.
What is that?
What is that?
What is that? Maybe you can explain a little bit. So the game is on.
Yeah, the blue side attacker CBEL and the red side defender MGK. So the switching sides. And for now, because from the mini-map, we actually can see CBEL assigned many players to the supply point. Yeah, So I think they will just like rush
Go
to
for
the
the
point B.
Yeah. Really quick way. And gunners keep destroying those units and artilleries on the wall.
Okay, now
Go
it's
for the point B.
very decisive play.
Yeah, and similarly that MGK, they are not planned to, defend the point B.
Yeah, if you like take the point B in a very quickly, it also means you can take the point A in a very quickly.
Yeah, if the wall is not being destroyed.
Yeah.
So, you can see only several heroes left to capture the point B, and a lot of them are trying to go for the point A. But for MGK, obviously they have seen their intentions. Go for the point B again.
Okay, very good gameplay by CBEL.
Okay, for CBEL, retreat for now because they have done so many disturbances for the defender side already.
And even though they didn't take over the point B, still they just like make a great time for siege tower pushing.
Yeah,
you can see from the map, because like distract the enemy's attention from the point A. So it
they already retreat from the point A and the point B. So
this
the point
is a huge win for them.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow,
very good gameplay.
Really nice move. Okay, point B totally belongs to the attacker CBEL, and they are now go for the point A. So for MGK, still needs to hang on there, the point C, and the supply point for the left 15 minutes. Okay, for now both two teams enter into the next stage, getting prepared for the point C and the supply point.
Yes. So very good early game for CBEL. It's kind of a crazy start. The plan was quite clear, and also we can see now many of them are trying to through the gap to the internal city. And after taking over the point A, and let's say if CBEL was still on the wall, or just like make some the instant action to the internal city.
Really nice move by CBEL. Now building mortars on the wall.
Yes.
Keep shooting those units behind those fences.
Actually, I didn't see so many players from CBEL on the screen for around the point A or point B. I believe most of them have already retreated from the internal city to the from the wall to the supply point to gather some units. So I think they are
getting ready for the big fight.
Yeah, pretty aggressive gameplay. And they are just taking the action without any hesitation.
Yeah, you can see that CBEL is a team that rely a lot on the strategy, so they must discuss about it in a really, in a group. Despite not just depend on the personal skill.
That is a beautiful shot.
Yeah, from
Let's
the
destroy the enemy's mortar here. And 3 players on the platform, actually 4 players on the platform are using 3 or 4 mortars and with the gunners to shoot the enemies around inside of the supply point. And also the teammates, they're even establishing 1 more ballista on the wall to kill heroes.
And CBEL, they got 2 gunners keep shooting at the supply point.
Yes.
Above the wall, they got a really good angle and a really long range to do some shooting over there.
Yeah, actually, it's a very good choice for establishing a ballista on the wall next to the next to C. Next to B actually, because if anyone wants to defend the point C, the ballista can totally kill him. And now let's say the CBEL is still using artillery to deal some damages.
Yep.
And they didn't rush to the point C or the supply point in the inside of the game. And 1 player's already went down from the stairs to the internal city.
shoot with ballistas. Still, MGK players, the defender, they will wait for the big fight and keep dodge those damage.
Okay, the gunners keep shooting
Yeah.
at the enemies inside the base, or
Yeah,
inside
really
the supply
annoying
point.
for the defender.
Yes. And still 10 minutes to go. The time is pretty good for CBEL.
Yep.
MGK, they have to keep moving to dodge the damage from the gunners and the terrorists. And around the supply point, actually, I didn't see so many units from the MGK.
Yeah.
They have
Otherwise, you just take those damage.
yeah, you have to. They have to hide those units because like so many artilleries on the
Yeah.
wall. And inside the point C. Okay.
A little small fight already happening on the left stairs.
1 versus 2.
Yeah, 1 versus 2.
Yeah, hero versus hero. So it's not that easy to kill actually. Okay, now the hero team fight actually.
Oh,
It
CBEL
feels like
go
it's a
for the
deathmatch.
left wing again, and now switching direction.
Yes.
Okay, both two teams still testing, but for now, it seems like CBEL they are ready for the next move.
Yeah. Because like for now on the maps on the screen, I can only see heroes, but
Yep.
not so many units. It feels like they are playing a siege deathmatch
Yeah.
in the map Warford.
For CBEL, Polex hero trying to make some testing on defender side.
Yeah, I think CBEL think that is a time to do something. So some players are leading their units to the internal city, and on
For
the
CBEL, they go for the supply point and point C at the same
At the
time.
same time, yes. And the one short sword players inside the supply point, and the teammates are coming on the way
Yeah.
to support him.
Reinforcement. Okay, backup from the defender side coming on the way. Okay, let the fight begin.
Yeah, it's very chaotic. The Nafa guards keep shooting,
Yep.
and the Mordau and the Imperial guards are charging down the enemies.
Yeah, heavy shield units in the
Okay.
front to stop those damage. Cavalry's in. Oh, that charge not quite effective, but cleared out several heroes on the supply
Yes.
point.
Okay, now the cavalries from the defenders are charging towards the Mordau from the
Yeah.
attackers. Let's see if they can make it.
For MGK, they must save some heroes on the ground, otherwise they will just go for the point C.
Yeah, defenders only got 5 heroes alive, and for the attackers still
Yeah.
have 11.
A really successful attack by CBEL. They
Yeah,
are now capturing the point C and the supply point.
yeah. After the bigger win over the supply point, CBEL players is starting to take over the final bay or the point C.
Yeah, for MGK play, they must, just escape from those 2 points and
Yes.
getting prepared for the final base. And the time will be extended to 9 minutes, a lot of time to finally capture the final base. 9 minutes for the base. Oh, it will be a huge task for MGK to defend that point.
Yes. So the next step for CBEL, they're gonna totally besiege the final base here.
Yeah, CBEL go for the right wing of the final base again.
Yeah.
Maybe set up artillery over there.
Yeah. Even like CBEL had a great win over the supply point, still like the number of the units are pretty much from the
Yeah.
both sides, over 1100 in the game. So CBEL okay to take the action, like immediate action, and rush to
Yeah.
the final base.
Whoa,
They
just totally step on those points.
yeah, they just won't give their enemies a break.
Yeah, no time for you to prepare.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
more heroes units getting prepared are already on the stairs to the final base.
yeah, and several squads of the cavalries are hiding outside of the final base and waiting for the opportunity to rush in. Okay, now the first wave attack is about to happen, and
Well,
with
nice champ shot.
with the champ shot. Okay, now CBEL started the first wave attack here, rush to the final base,
Yeah,
and the cavalries are coming
yeah.
on the way.
Standing by.
Oh, the
The defenders' cavalry
cavalries.
just got stopped by so
Yes.
many obstacles. When Hussard from the attack side got stopped by those defender hero again. So
Yes.
let's see who will make the charge first.
10 heroes alive of attackers and 11 heroes of defenders, and attackers still have like the 8 champ shots in the game. Okay, now it seems like the first wave of attack, the attacker didn't make it, and the defender still controlling the ground next to point C.
Yep.
And the number of units are still pretty much. Okay.
Still one group of Modal from the attacker
Yes.
side trying to capture the point. But seems like no one is really controlling those units. Maybe the hero just died.
Yes.
So one high tier infantry just sacrificed.
Okay, one more hero killed from CBEL. And the CBEL players retreated from the final base. And actually, both sides are retreating.
Yeah.
Have like retreated from the
It's
base.
just like, okay, let's have a fair break over there
Yes.
and get ready for the next fight. So CBEL, most of their players are ready now. Go straight to the final base. So let's see whether they're bold enough to jump over there. Okay, MGK, they're ready again.
800 troops in the game for both sides. Okay, CBEL, one more squad of Imperial Guards are coming to the final base. Okay, the mortar.
Chamber shed hit right in the final base.
Mhm.
And CBEL, they're ready to do the wave attack.
Yeah, like at the
Resistance,
moment,
mortars.
the defenders just cannot dodge from the damage. They have to stick to that point.
Yeah.
Okay, one hero died, and the units are retreating from the point.
You can see that MGK, they are really trying hard to push the battlefield away from the final base.
Yes. Okay.
Ooh, cavalry's charging from 4 directions, and let's try to clear out all the attack units.
Okay, defenders still trying their best to defend the point.
Yep.
And 600 versus 600 units.
Another chamber shed.
Oh, it's a very close game, but it seems like the CBEL still cannot make it in this
Yeah.
wave.
A little bit struggling here.
Yes.
Yeah, no rush, just like our audience said. Still got 4 minutes. For CBEL, they still got the time to group up again. Both two teams fair enough 9 alive heroes and over 500 units.
Okay.
The time, 3.5 minutes. Let's see. It's
This-
really tense
Oh,
at this moment.
Oh, this guy is gonna be killed.
Yeah.
Okay, now the third wave attack is coming on the way, and now the defenders not got so many units left for the final base.
Yep.
And the CBEL, they just
Get prepared so quick, yeah.
but they still
Both two teams get ready again.
But they still like didn't rush to the point. I believe like the height, this is kind of a last height units for both sides. If they lost that again, and they have to counter on the serves and their hero gameplays.
Yeah, really good game by both two teams. Really
Yeah.
tense.
But the good news for CBEL, they still have like 3 champs in the game.
Yeah.
It actually can
So
change a
champs.
lot, especially for like low tier units versus low tier units.
Yep. Okay, they are now ready to attack again.
Yeah,
Wow,
this
really
is the
chaotic fight.
this is actually the final wave of attack.
Yeah,
It's-
Pac-Man versus Pac-Man.
It's gonna be the turning point for this game.
For now, the unit number, the attacker have the upper hand, and let's
Yes.
see whether they can take good advantage of those units.
Yeah, and also I think that's this should be like thanks to the champs. The champ
Yeah.
did a lot of contribution to.
Yeah,
Okay, now more and more units are coming on the way from the attackers to the final base, and only 9 heroes with defenders are still alive. Not so many units inside of the point.
come on, MGK, 2 minutes to hang on. And
Yes.
for now, mostly heroes on the ground are blue team. CBEL.
Yes, 2 champs, and the CBEL. And
Units number still quite even, but
Yes.
not so many alive hero from the defender side.
only 5 heroes. CBEL got the
4
9
hero.
heroes. So the time is slipping away. It's talking. I'm not
Yeah.
sure. Let's see
But
if CBEL can make
defenders
it.
Iron Reaper still hanging on because no heroes
Oh.
alive on the ground.
Okay.
Okay, so let's see
Oh,
whether
if they can
MG
stop
oh,
this
the
short
shot
sword player,
stopped.
and they can make it. Okay,
Yes,
one
they
more
made-
squad with Wind Hussars coming on. Okay, I think it's kind of
Wow,
too late for
reinforcement.
CBEL.
1 minute to go, really even and close the game.
Yeah,
Who will
very-
be the winner of this round?
Okay, it's a pretty close gameplay.
Yeah, for MGK, this could be their final chance. They must win this round and have a game 3. Otherwise, they just got knocked out from this time CBL.
Okay, they still have like the 2 champs.
Yeah, but you know, units are pretty scattered all over the ground. It might be really hard to hit right in those units and
Yes.
heroes, while still safely guarded by the defender with only 3 heroes and 200 units. Really close game. You never know the result. Okay, more heroes from the attacker side are now start to capture the final base, but seems like the time is just not that enough.
Oh, it's kind of too
Oh,
late.
more
Still one
cover-
hero is alive.
Yeah, and the cavalries from the defender side keep annoying and stop
Yeah.
the capturing from of the final base.
Oh, that was
A really close and intense game, but MGK and CBEL. So the winner this time is the defender MGK. So let's see the MVP from both two sides.
CBEL's MVP is Pension. Pension.
Wow,
Yeah.
a lot of kills and assists. They got 9 kills, 1 death, and 10 assists, and killed 108 troops in the game. And we can see another Mashiro from CBEL got 9 kills and 20 assists.
Wow.
Quite insane KDA.
Yes.
Yeah, you can see the game is quite even because both two teams got so many S score. Let's see the MVP from the winner side, the MGK. Come on, Jessica, don't be hesitate. Let's show us the score from MGK.
Okay.
A Japanese player.
A very good performance in the game. 2 kills, 8 assists, and 169 troops killed in the game. And 12 Iron Reapers killed, 5 gunners, and a very good gameplay actually by him. And also his teammates like Castle Cat got 7 kills, and
Wow.
another Japanese players got
9
9
kills.
kills. Yeah, amazing kill.
Yeah, both teams.
The
Really,
game is so close.
yeah, so close. Wow, I'm even sweating. I know we can see that audience are saying that it's like throw keyboard time because the game is just really exciting, you know.
Yes.
A bad victory. And you know, yeah, around the final base, the coverage from defender side just stop the capturing from the attacker. It's really annoying and really helpful actually.
Yes.
Because they're, you know, they move the speed just so quickly. It's hard for heroes to kill them in time. Really great game by MGK and CBEL.
Yes.
So we will have a game 3 again.
The game, actually, the beginning of the second match is so good for CBEL.
Yeah.
Their plan.
They
and
save
also,
so many times over
Yeah, they just like rush to the point B.
Yeah.
Use the take advantage of the supply point, rush to the point B and the point A.
Yep.
And also even the point C, they took it in a very effective way.
Yep.
But for the final base, yes, MGK in this game, they just showed us how to defend the final base and how to make it happen.
Yeah, they hang on there for like around 9 minutes. That's quite a long time here.
Yeah, because like I think the good thing from the MGK is that they hide like a lot of recoveries to the later game.
Yeah.
And like they hang on there and stick to the point. And when it comes to the last like 2 minutes, the coverage starts coming out. And to rush to the point and dodge damages, and you just cannot catch me, and also at the same time you just cannot steal the points.
Yeah.
So
well,
very good gameplay.
I would be so mad if I were like these CBEL players because I almost killed all your heroes. You got only 2 heroes and not on the ground, but you keep stop the capturing. Wow, it's just so annoying.
Yeah.
But still, game 3, right?
Yeah. The games are again. So this is the third game, in the last 2 days. Third game, got to like the match game 3.
Yep.
So if I would be CBEL, I would be like cannot calm
so
down
mad.
myself.
Yeah.
Cause like it's too close to win the game.
Yes,
like,
just like throw keyboard time.
Yeah, I just had a marvelous start in the game and so good gameplay. So close.
And I think for MGK, when they send more forces to the point B, when it's almost captured by the attacker, and they just retreat if they just hold those points. Maybe they can waste more time, and they don't have to make it so the victory so risky. But still, they're winning.
Yeah, if I lost the game 2. If I was CBEL, I lost game 2. I played this game 2 pretty good, and I said, what if?
Yeah, what if?
I have to win the game, or just I cannot fall asleep tonight.
Yeah, just like all the mistakes I made.
Yeah.
During my
and also for MGK,
nightmare.
they have a great win over the game 2. It's a huge great win. It's a huge win for them. It just can uplift their spirits in the game and encourage them to win the game 3. So I think now the MGK in a very good status, and they're gonna
let's fight back. It's 1-1 now. The field battle, who will be the winner, the decision, the result will be revealed in this map.
Yes. So this time the blue side CBEL and right side MGK.
Yep.
On the map, grassland.
Yeah, and still MGK they're kind of the star on the field battle because they have won their the team GNG on famous on the grassland in the last minute. So they are they know how to play on this map, and you can see the unit choice, all 5-tier units, Modal, Iron Reapers, and high-tier cavalries. And for CBEL, they are bringing more like 4-tier units, Pikemen and Berserkers. So let's see.
Yeah, actually, the MGK didn't bring any like a tier 4 units or tier 3 units. All about like the tier 5. Only one
MGK.
squad of tier 4 actually. No,
not
tier
even
4.
one.
Yeah, not even one. All tier 5 units, and also like the lower than the tier 3 units.
Yeah, it's
in the game.
either Modal, Iron Reapers, or Winter Sound. Kashyyyk.
Okay, pretty straightforward. Yeah, gameplay.
Yeah.
So let's do it. And the field battle starts. And all players rush to the certain point. MGK, the red side, CBEL, the blue side. And now the most of players from CBEL are going to the point B. And,
yes, and the CBEL go for the point C, and the red team MGK, they seems like they will go for the point C, but see, they see so many players around there, so they just retreat.
Yeah, because like
go reinforcement to the point, back to the point B.
Yeah, this time CBL, the field battle actually is kind of very different from the previous CBL's field battle.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of teams in the past, they would just rush to the point B. Everything is about the point B.
Yeah, and in this time CBL, we have seen so many, the first fight happening on the point A or the point C.
Yes.
But, you know, in the later of the game, it's
still
you
about
get back to the point B.
Yeah. But I think that is good for point A or point B or point C. So yeah, it's kind of very good for them.
You're getting sensitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so both sides are now getting closer to the point B.
Okay. The blue
wow,
the red
go
team
straight to the final base.
Yeah,
only one hero defending there, and the group of Modal.
Yeah, thanks to this squad of Modal, yeah,
Whoa.
they can just like drag the enemies and waiting for their teammates coming to the base.
MGK being really bold over there, but so many, you know, defense from CBEL just coming back. So you can see MGK is still reacting, trying to reach another point, the point C. Now belong to point C, or belong to the blue team.
Yes.
If you capture 3 points, the health bar of your opponent still dropping.
Okay.
Wow.
MGK played very good in this game actually. They just like monitor the whole map, and they just like found out, okay, point C, not so many defenders there.
Yeah, I would
let's
just
go for point C. Yes.
And you can see they are the master on the field battle. They have done so many work and lessons and preparation on the map. So now they're feeling the units on the point C, but more reinforcement from CBEL side is just coming on the way. Let's see whether they can capture this point in a few minutes.
Yeah, the Modal is already there inside of the point.
Yeah, and they start capturing if it is not being stopped, and the health bar from the CBEL side will be dropping. Okay, halfway drop it, and the CBEL player jump into the point to stop the capturing. Yeah. For now, CBEL get back this point. And for now, I think for MGK, they need to save some forces because they have wasted over 100 units in trying to capture in the final base and the point C.
Yes.
But they didn't make it, but still they have the upper hand.
Yes.
Currently.
But I think, because like for MGK, they actually just risk their play. Actually, because like they brought a lot of high tier units as a lineup, and if they lost like the first wave of units in the game, and all they got is just about some low tier units.
Yeah, really, just those serfs, right?
Yes.
Okay, for CBEL, they're trying to get back to the point B. Cavalries and more units coming on the way.
For now, the MGK is still leading in the games, like 2 points. Okay, CBEL is coming back around the point C, setting artilleries, aiming at the point B.
Big fights about to start. And you can see point A and point C seems like both points have no heroes defending those points. And You can see one hero from MGK trying to steal the point of the point C during the big team fight around the point B.
Yes.
Still found out by several CBEL players.
But actually, for the CBEL, they just cannot like totally leave their final base. I think
Yeah.
the MGK players just like
Make a big
yeah, they're
move
just like
to attract your attention and steal some points.
yeah, they're observing the whole map.
Well, the point B is now being captured by CBEL. Still a kind of chaotic over there. Guys, still got several MGK players trying to clear out the units. And CBEL, they're now trying to steal the point A. Seems like no one is defending that point.
Yes.
Just stopped. So have another dual fight. Still, MGK got the upper hand. They are the only team that unlocked the final base and have 2 points. The unit number, CBEL, have the upper hand. It seems like MGK they have wasted too many forces in defending and trying to capturing those points.
Okay,
The
now
unit gap is like almost 200.
yes. Okay, but for now, I think it's CBEL is totally leading the game. Even MGK, they're still like leading on the points.
Yeah.
So we know the MGK, if they lost those high tier units, they've only got some low tier units in the game. And the CBEL are using some
So many artilleries around the point B.
Yeah, it's very smart gameplay. It's like CBEL, all thing they gotta do is just using artilleries to deal damage to enemies' high tier units. And totally wasted the high tier units and they can win the game.
Well, the point B is now filled with blue team's units. Cover is charged. Keep riding those heroes from the blue team MGK side.
Yes, and the CBEL is taking the point B. Yes.
Switching side. Now the final base from the MGK side also unlocked by CBEL.
Yes.
Things are getting interesting.
Okay.
One MGK player trying to go for the final base.
Yeah, but there is a squad of mode out there.
Yeah.
Not easy to take.
The units number from MGK dropping to 550 now.
Oh, this is really bad news for MGK.
You know, even though the grassland is rather a huge map, but you need to be patient, not to initiate so many big fights so aggressively. It's about the result of the final moment. Oh, pikeman fights, besieged.
Oh, this is a nice charge from the two direction. Just totally destroy this squad of units.
Yep. CBEL over 900 units left.
Yeah.
They can totally go for the final base from MGK.
Yeah, CBEL now is totally overwhelmed MGK in the game. They got so many. They still have like a tier 4 or tier 3 units.
Yep.
And for MGK, only units they've got are some really low tier units that serves, and it's really bad news for MGK.
If I was CBEL, I would go for the point A because I have more units. So yeah, let's just have a big fight. I can win you totally.
Yes.
And let's see whether they will go for the final base or the point A.
Okay, they want to take over the supply point first.
So that will make it so difficult for MGK. Oh, Conqueror got so braced by those mortal sacrificed for nothing. Even the supply point is now being captured by CBEL. So for MGK player, They need to make some breakthrough. They just go for the final base from CBEL side. So let's see whether they can make it. They are betting on it, sending Iron Reapers and high tier cavalries to capture the final base. Time over 1 minute.
After taking over the point A, CBEL
starts to take
wants
over
to win the
point
game.
A. Oh, let's see whose health bar will be dropping first. Okay, CBEL start to capturing all 3 points, and the health bar began to drop from the MGK side.
So MGK players, they just have no idea to stop the
Yeah,
capture.
only 3 alive heroes, totally not enough to stop the capturing. Less than 1 minute.
MGK. Oh, it was actually the strategy for MGK is very creative and very good. They want to use high tier units to rush down all the enemies.
Yeah. So for CBEL, even start to capturing the final base from MGK side. Wow, that is a totally win in this round. And congrats to CBEL.
Yeah, they win the game.
MVP from CBEL, Napoleon, again got 4 kills, 2 deaths, and 7 assists, and killed 140 units.
Yeah, the MVP always Napoleon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, always him.
The star from CBEL.
And also his teammates, like the Akid, got 7 kills and 10 assists.
Yeah. Marshall also got 7 kills this time.
So let's switch sides to the 3-seed MVP from MGK. MGK player is
maybe.
sorry, I don't know.
4 kills.
4 kills, 3 assists,
Yep.
and 57 troops killed in the game.
Yep.
14 wounded Hussars and 10 Iron Reapers and 12 Janissaries and 1 Modal in the game. He got killed, and it's very good. Also a very good KDA. MGK, their strategy in this game was pretty clear, and they did it actually quite well at the beginning of the game.
Really impressive and remarkable at the early of the game. And they have the upper hand. They even try to go rush into the final base, but no, for CBEL they're just really clear of what they're gonna do, and react in a really quick way and send reinforcement in time. So everything just make them win this game. So really amazing game by both 2 teams.
Yeah, actually, I think if MGK, I still remember that wave. They rushed to the final base, but only not all of them rushing to the final base.
Yeah, actually, just 4 heroes.
Yeah, I think if in that wave, if the 10 heroes, 10 players from MGK, they went together, rushing to the final base, and because there is there was a squad of model there. Yeah, so only 4 or 5 heroes. It's kind of too difficult to kill a squad of model.
Yeah, because more reinforcement from CBEL side is coming on the way. Like all of them are trying to get back to save this point. Otherwise, the CBEL might be lost the game.
Yeah, and also thanks to that squad of model, the CBEL, they got time waiting their teammates come back to defend the point.
Model.
Yeah, so next game is about OF versus Pleb. We know the Pleb is not a team from Asian servers. They are the team from European servers. So this is very good game. And the OF Pleb, we also their gameplay yesterday. So yesterday, so tonight all the siege battles between the 2 teams gonna happen in Sun City. Yeah, Sun City is a map quite not that often to say, to be honest. So it's all because like in the past, in this season especially, it's support Warfort and Hidden City, but Sun City, Sun City I think it's more often to say than.
Yeah, last time I see a team just send all heroes beside the point B and trying to make a breakthrough over there, but
Yes.
sadly just failed. So let's see.